So there's that. Let's get this up. No, not you. You can stay like that. I want to mess with this to go this way. Nope, not like that. Like that. Yep. Good job. Pull up that.
I'm glad I got that bread again. That bread is awesome.
Yep. All right. So, Mate, are you here? Okay, I hadn't heard you in a while.
Yeah, she's really quiet.
Yeah.
Been talking.
I haven't heard you.
Sorry.
That's fine.
So bless you with the sneeze.
Oh.
Or something else you asked and I answered.
Oh.
I've been here.
Okay. Okay, so you guys were doing a torture session. Try not to be too graphic, but you know,
Man, it's like he forgot who I was.
yeah. I just said try not to be too graphic, so you know.
Well, we're torturing him, not murdering him. Jesus.
Yeah, but you murdering is typically a little bit cleaner than you torturing. You know.
Anyway, let's see how strong his metal is.
Shot day. Woohoo! His he is doing it. Crap, these are the regular bandits. Okay, let me go and pull one up because
Why aren't we in the townhouse?
because I thought we were doing something else. So, yep. So there, now we're in the townhouse.
The house seems a bit gray.
Well, it's I mean, I'm up here. I've got the full screen. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just saying it wasn't.
Oh, okay. I know why you're seeing gray. It's because Pathfinder 2e rules say that when you're in dark vision area, it is in grayscale.
Oh, this is gonna get annoying real fast. All right. What's a good place to torture this man?
It also has it so that those with dim vision who technically can't see because they is at least gray so that they can see the map, they just can't see any enemies. So unless there's light.
We'll torture him in this room.
Okay.
Put him in this square.
Okay. There he is.
Do I roll the 27 on intimidation?
Hang on, I am moving over. I'm opening up his character sheet. Hopefully, there we go. Where's your fucking foot?
Underneath
There it is.
my tune, and it's moving with me.
Huh? What is?
It does look like it, doesn't it?
It does.
Huh.
Yep, Hammond Swiss can't.
There's nothing underneath you, though. When I do it. 1, 2, 3.
Not what I can see. I don't see anything under her.
Yeah.
See, if I just pick up my tune and kind of move it, there's a guy underneath of it, see?
No. I see, like, the
Finder madness is finally getting to her.
I see, like, the shadow of yours. Like, the...
My street. Look at my street.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
Don't cross the streams, man.
Let's not have it sitting on the same page as... There's your...
That is so cool. That is so cool. What kind of animations are you working on?
No, I want you to go and go to it. There we go. Go to the stream. All right. Okay, so do the thing. Yeah, I just see the shadow of your token, so it's showing you where you were as you're moving.
No, you don't see the pirate guy?
On that token, yeah, on that square, because that's where the guy is sitting. I need to figure out why you can't see in that room. I don't think I've got light in there. So, like, for instance, if I...
Okay.
If stop moving. So if I give you a torch,
Ah. Okay, got it.
if I light a torch for you, like you can now see.
I was losing my mind. It's okay.
Yep, it's fine.
We're good.
Let me actually add a light to that room so that you don't have to have that torch on. Because that seems a little silly. No, not there. Sure, that's a okay.
I
So
would think it would be anyway.
it shows me the... Yeah, I would think it would be too, especially right now. So, there we go. It shows me where all the light, like, it's... I don't know, it's cool. Just, that's all you need to know. My GM stuff is cool now. But yeah, at this point, you guys probably would have put a torch up on... and, like, lit one of the torches or whatever that's on the wall. A sconce or something, so... Oh, except that light would be further because those doors are open, so... Let me go ahead and get that an accurate lighting. 5, 10, 15, 20... Yep, there. That's how far a torch would light. There you go. All right, so he is intimidated. He is shaking a little.
Who do you work for?
I don't know. The boss knew, not me. I just work.
Who's your boss?
You kind of killed him.
Who is your boss?
The dead guy outside.
Oh, the dead guy outside.
Yeah.
Burial will look to a Rendriel, who will go outside. Who's the dead guy's body?
I deleted it.
God damn. First, I need to make sure I can do that.
Can you even raise the dead?
No, but I might be able to converse with his spirit.
Ah. Okay.
Because I doubt he has unfinished business. I'm not dead. So, he could totally be a ghost right now.
I mean, you could try.
I'm asking.
I mean, you could try. If you wanted to do that, I don't care. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Rendriel will step outside. He will close his eyes.
Also, I added a module for Brit specifically because you like to do the path thing. So under the ruler, there is what looks like a little road thing with like the destinations on each side. If you click on that, it will pathfind around walls and stuff. The shortest distance. Yeah. I did find that module and added it for you specifically because you do that. And if anybody else obviously wants to use it, but I just noticed that Britt was using that icon, that setting, and I just wanted to. I saw that module and was like, I want to make sure that gets put in there. Anyway.
Rendriel sits in deep thought and concentration to try and lock onto the spiritual energy of whoever this guy's boss was to converse with him.
There is a very faint spirit sitting there. Sure.
Try and lock in on this signal.
Okay. What is the feature that you're using right now?
Not much sense. Well, spiritual sense. I have a vague connection with the ethereal plane that enables me to know spirits while you're exploring but not searching. You want
Okay.
something in secret, but I'm seeking a spirit in particular, so I guess I have to use this action. Seek. You scan an area for signs of creatures or objects. If you're looking for a creature, choose an
Okay,
area.
I see it. Okay. So you've kind of figured out this like on this spirit in front of you. You don't know who it is, you don't know anything else, you just know that there's a spirit right there where that dead guy is.
Okay, what would I roll to figure out if this is the spirit I'm searching?
There is nothing. You just know that there is a spirit there.
Okay, I will try to converse with said spirit in front of
Okay.
since I don't know anything. Spirit, lonesome spirit, can you tell me what your purpose in life was? What was the last thing you remember?
I just want to hold you on it all over. I just want to get a full sword order.
Do I have to speak in Necro? Because I will.
No, that's how garbled it sounds when he speaks.
There's gotta be something I can do to understand more clear. I don't even know what I would do or what I could do.
Like it's getting fainter as you're sitting there.
I have an idea.
Okay.
It'll cause damage to me, but it will. I can figure out, but I don't think I can interact with the spiritual forms of the. Damn. Okay. Why are you on this premises? What were you sent here to do?
Kill the dinosaurs.
Who sent you here to do that? Ironbriar? He doesn't know. Okay. That is really all I needed to know. I needed to know who sent you here and why. Thank you. I shall put your soul to rest now, so you aren't wandering this plane aimlessly.
For those of you watching, the first thing I said was, he just wants to get home to his daughter. That was his last thought.
Let's play the stop then. I didn't even understand the first part, but
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I tried to clear it up a little more as I was doing it because it would needed to sound garbled, but I was trying to make sure you could hear it. His last thought it was, I want to get home to my daughter.
that'll actually help you with that.
Yeah, I'll probably have to do something like that at some point because like just putting my hand over my mouth is not helping, obviously.
Anyway, what I was going to say is there's something more you need to do on this plane before I pass you on.
Are you asking? Oh. Okay. It's actually going to be a little clearer because you're specifying something that is part of his last thought. And it's, he just wants to give his family peace of mind. So like he wants you to give his family like whatever was something to some sort of memorabilia from him. He's actually got a small photo in his pocket. It's of his family. He just wants you to give that to them.
Where can I find is your family in Magnamar? Where is your family?
Yeah, and he's gonna give you like a name. I'm gonna come up with a name in a second.
We should probably take care of that before we pretty much make ourselves pariahs in this town.
Probably.
Yep.
Mr. Rendril
His last name is Woodleaf.
Woodleaf.
Yep.
Was this man an elf?
No, he's human. Yeah. No, trust me, I went to like an NPC generator and like the plot hook that it gave me was he needs the party to deliver a precious ring to his daughter, and this is a random generator. It was funny as hell. Yeah. So instead of a picture, there's a ring in his pocket that he wants you to deliver.
Thank you for your help. It will serve us greatly. Now do find rest, and know that your last will be completed by my hands.
All right.
Okay, Rendril comes back into the room. I have
All right.
successfully talked with this man's employer, your boss. And my suspicions were very much on target. And I am deeply angered by the change of these events. It seems we will be paying the judge a visit. A very interesting visit. He looks into this guy's eyes. Worry not. We won't kill you. Not quickly, anyway.
Okay. He's still like eyeing. I think it was Variel, right? Yeah, Variel. Shakingly.
Ariel will motion for him to look at Erendriel.
Look, he's not gonna take his eyes off you. He's scared as shit.
Very well. Then we will just replay the murder of his comrades on repeat while we go deal with the judge.
You know, what? Oh, ghostly tragedy. Okay.
I don't know how much he has left.
Okay.
He only plays once, but
Yeah. Well, go ahead and click the 2d6, I guess. In the spell. There you go. He doesn't. I don't think he dies. Oops, that's the wrong. But nope, he doesn't die. All right, so that's what.
Dungeons in the
oh, it's for each
townhome?
ghost. So how many people were here? How many people were
Oh
with him?
shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, so it'd be 18.
Oh, that kills him while you're gone. So while you're gone, he dies.
Let us. What time of day is it right now?
It was.
The middle of the night when they attacked.
Yeah, because you guys were settling in for the night.
Yeah, so it depends on you really if you want the sun to be coming up because I think a night assault on the judge would be hard but fun.
I mean, it would still. It probably. Only, I mean, the battle only took like, what, 6 rounds? So that's like in a minute.
Yeah, but me trying to
Yeah, talk to the. That probably took like an hour. So it's probably about 3 a.m.
Right. Yeah. So he gave us the name Woodleaf. Ooh. I mean, I'm a target. Arendriel himself is a target. I don't know if anyone else is. So we have to find this Woodleaf resident to deliver this picture and his.
It's a ring now. Yeah, it's a ring now.
Ring? Yeah, deliver
Yep.
this ring.
It's a cheap little ring. It's not worth anything. Yep.
Let's go to the tavern. Maybe the barkeep can know.
Okay. All right, so you guys go to there's like several taverns. There's one that's in like the lower
So we're up here.
yeah.
Yep, that's where we are.
And there's like 2 or 3 taverns in this capital district. There's like 2 here in the Low Cleft area.
Well,
Which
they're
way
close.
run the way to
Like
the?
they're,
There's a couple up in the Alabaster district. The Dockway has like 3, 4 probably.
Let's start with the closest one to the townhouse, I guess.
Okay. The people in this tavern are still rather elegantly dressed, though
Okay,
it's.
It's out of there. We go to what is the shady part of town?
The Dockway, probably. That's where like the dock workers tend to work, and
Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's go there then.
okay. So this definitely looks like a lot lower class. When the first tavern you go in the Dockway, and it's not busy because I mean it is 3 a.m. There's only like two patrons left in there, and then the bartender and one waitressy type person.
Arendriel approaches the counter
Okay.
and asks, and pretty much flat out asks, "I'm sorry to bother you this evening, but do you happen to know where I can find the Woodleaf residence? I'm must deliver an urgent message from I never got his name. From the patron
Tethley.
of that.
Yeah. Tethley is what we're gonna go because I can't pronounce the name that it actually gave me. So Tethley.
Definitely be definitely now some.
Yeah.
Alright, come here.
It is Letholdus. Letholdus. So it's
Bulbous?
yep, Letholdus woodleaf.
Yes, I must deliver this trinket to the Foldus family. That's his last request.
The um the bartender kind of looks at you oddly for a minute. And then he tells you you'll have to cross the docks, like go down by the docks, and it's on the he's basically going to tell you to go in this area and ask he's got a brother over there that runs a tavern, and that's the Woodleafs live in that area because the Letholdus goes in there a lot, so it's probably better to ask around there.
Alright, then that is what we shall do.
Okay. It's a cousin. Sorry, it's a cousin of his that owns that tavern. All right. So you guys make your way across the dockway. And you go into this other tavern that he has described like the location of. This one seems a little bit more like there's more than just a few. There's like 4 or 5 people in there still. Several of them look a little more like sailors. And there's actually 2 women working in there. And then the tavern owner and the barkeep.
Okay. Alright, and now we'll approach that bartender. I hear you know where I can find the Woodleafs.
Which ones?
You gotta step away.
Okay.
The family of Letholdus,
Mm.
who has tragically passed away, and he asked me to deliver something to them so that they are at ease. And I promised him that I would, as it is my job as the head.
Sad to hear about Letholdus. And he's gonna look through look at the different around the bar for a second, and he goes, and then all of a sudden he yells, "Hey!" And I gotta come up with a name. Frank. And there's a like this little like thin, older, graying like thin guy. Like he just jumps up and goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "These guys need to see the Woodleafs. Letholdus apparently passed." And Frank's gonna be like, "Ah, well that sucks. Knew he'd get himself strung up one day. Just thought it would be the justices holding hanging him from a rope." And you can hear like a couple of people like chuckle at that a little, but you know it's like that dry. Welcome back, Ma. But it's like that dry, like that grim humor, kind of a laugh and or chuckle, and then Frank comes up and kind of looks Erendriel up and down, and he goes, "Are you some kind of I mean, you don't look like any of the messengers from the city."
But I am a messenger. I'm not of the city, but of the ethereal plane.
Ah, so you're one of them their necromancies.
No.
He's gonna like narrow his eyes. If you're not a necromancy, how do you talk to the ethereals?
long, complicated story.
Ah, and I suppose you don't have time to tell me it, huh?
Unless you've been to the other side, no. No, I do not.
Ah. Well, that sucks. All right. Well, I'll take you. I'll take you over to I'll take you to go see Diana.
That's a very interesting name. Letholdis and Diana.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't judge.
Well,
And so he takes you, like he just walks without making sure you're following. Leaves the tavern and then starts walking down like between buildings and narrow little alleyways until you come up to like this it's sunken into like it almost looks like it should be a cellar to some sort of building. And he knocks on it and then it takes a while, but eventually it opens up and there's this older woman that bleary-eyed because she's exhausted. And she kind of squints up at Frank. Frank, what you doing here? These people here have a message for you. And he points over at Arendril.
I approach, scythe in hand because I use that as a walking stick. Yes. I believe you know Letholdis.
Yeah, he's my husband.
He wanted me to give you something in his tragic and terrible passing. He decided to take a contract that was very much more than he could handle. Sadly, it cost him his life. As a final request, he asked me. I had nothing to do with his passing. But I happened to be in the area, and I harbor lost souls to the other side. He wanted me to give you this ring.
She's gonna kind of like eye you strangely and really look at your scythe for a minute. And she's gonna be like, "Are you some kind of necromancer?"
No,
I mean, I've got nothing against them if that's what you do. It's just,
I would not be. If I was a necromancer, I wouldn't be so out in the open. They tend to have a very not so good reputation.
Well, I mean, only if you, like, raise the dead, not if you, like, help the dead. She's gonna hold her hand out, and she's gonna be like, alright, well, what is it that he wanted you to deliver?
Without touching her hand, I drop a ring that is mysterious, which is very much very cold because of my demeanor and my body being that close to death still. Then it's actually I'm a freezer, so
Okay.
I drop the ring in her hand.
Alright, she's gonna look at the ring for a minute, and then she's gonna, like, start sobbing. Oh my gosh, he's actually dead.
Sorry, your misfortune. But I at least hope this puts you at ease.
And she just turns around, closes the door, and, yeah, like, you can hear her, like, sobbing inside.
I turn to the rest of the party. Well, job well done. Let us go see the judge.
Justice.
Justice will be served.
And Frank goes, "What? You got beef with one of the justices?"
Oh, I do indeed.
Which one? We got like 7 of them. What? Ironbriar?
Slightly more sinister and malicious town.
Ironbriar's good people.
Not anymore. He's not. He's gonna be good as dead when I get my hands on him.
Well, that's just
Hold
wrong.
on, Arendriel. What? I'm going to look at Frank. what do you know about Ironbriar? Why do you think he's good people?
Well, because he makes sure, like, we've had all these weird murders going on. He's got all kinds of, like, he's got all the guard looking everywhere and, like, all these things. Like, he's really trying to help us. I ain't seen none of the other people doing anything.
That's because we're the ones that solved the murder in the first place.
What? He's gonna eye Erendril. I don't think so.
I wouldn't expect you to know, but believe me, I've seen my fair share, and I have very much solved the crimes that were committed against your people. Matter of factly, what was the other justice's name that we dealt with?
Fuck. Bale?
Townhouse.
Bale.
Yeah. Matter of factly, I spoke with Justice Bale, and he is very much informed on what happened at the Foxglove Manor, and as well as
Wait, you all went to that? We're out at the manor? Foxglove Manor? That place is crazy. I've heard all kinds of stories about that place. In fact, Letholdus went there once with a couple of his buddies. After oh, he never talked about it. One of his buddies said something though. Apparently Letholdus tried to hang himself. And there.
that place is very much doused in evil energy. I will see to its purification when I'm done here. But we are the ones that have solved the mystery of the murders, and I'm not going to go into much detail, for I don't know who I can trust in this town with the things I've witnessed. And seeing as the justice has recently tried to have me killed, I'm going to be taking my business to him before I deal with any.
Oh, Frank's gonna start as soon as you mention that the justice tried to get you killed. He's gonna start backing away slowly. You mean you're them? You must be them adventurers that the guards are talking about then.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if you're the ones that yeah,
That what? Frank, spit it out.
yeah, it's fine. I'm sure they're just mistaken. He's like, his voice is getting higher and cracky, you know, and then he turns and starts like running, and for such a little like thing, he runs fast.
But can he run faster than a monk that can move up to 130 feet in a single turn?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Erendril looks to Varial, and Varial bolts after him with ease.
He starts screaming, "Help me! Help me! They've got me! They're gonna kill me!"
Don't be absurd.
All right. Well, as you're wrestling with this, I mean, he's like really thrashing around.
Alright.
Roll me a strength check.
Do this. I can't. I can do athletics?
You can't roll a strength check.
Well, I'd have to do a d20 plus 5.
You can't hit the strength. There should be this. You can't just click on the strength.
Oh!
Yeah.
It doesn't like have a line under it, so I didn't know.
Yeah. So he breaks free of you, because you couldn't quite get a good hold on you. And he starts running again.
Entangle.
Oh, hell. Yeah.
Cast entangle.
So as he breaks away and he gets about 5 feet away, and then like he's like surrounded in vines, and he's trying to break free, and he definitely cannot. But as this is happening, you can see a couple of guards running towards you.
Let's see.
Ariel have manacles or handcuffs
Yeah.
that can
They're currently on the guy that was being tortured and dying.
Oh, no. Nah. Well, I have more than one, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, they're cheap.
Variel, get those
actually.
things on him, and let's go.
If I do that, well, I can just use my twining staff.
Okay.
Alright, let's go, you. I have my twining staff. I'm a dude.
He's still screaming.
I put a suck in him.
He manages to spit it out after a while and start screaming again.
Alright. Yeah.
Sock in his
for it.
mouth, and then tie a bandana
Now,
around it so the sock
let's
can't
do
get
it.
out.
I'm just quiet, you. He can't move. He's taken.
Well, yeah, but he's still screaming.
Head. Oh, that wasn't enough to knock him unconscious.
Nope.
Do I really have to do? I'm gonna have to do it to this man.
Roll a die for.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Just a die 4.
No, hang on. Okay. Let me.
We'll use a sleep arrow. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, he's still trying to scream, but it's like getting quieter and quieter until his head lulls over and he starts snoring.
I don't know. But
Anyway,
it's a
let's
good thing I picked up these arrows. I got 9 left.
Oh, it's very good that you were well equipped for this. Let's find ourselves to a secluded area where we can have a much more civilized discussion.
Indeed.
So you guys take him back to the townhouse.
God, I don't know, man. How long do these arrows last?
It's based on the sleep spell. So,
One casting of sleep.
spells.
If I
Sleep.
click this, what does it do? Oh,
Use a
okay.
sleep arrow.
Thanks. That was informative.
I'm just rolling out so I get that highlight out, so don't worry about it.
It's an hour. So,
Oh, okay.
I'm
So
pretty sure it's gonna take longer than that to get to back to the
box stuff.
yeah.
townhouse. So let's just an alleyway or something will do.
Okay.
Now this might get very, very bloody. If he's actually really dumb. So we'll prop him up on a crate.
Okay.
Mario will be behind him with his combo drawn to his throat once he awakens, and Arendrio is going to ask him some very important questions, and if he answers them truthfully, he will be fine. If not, the blade may or may not slowly start to plummet into his back. And
Okay.
whenever you're ready.
All right. So he groggily wakes up and like kind of blinks away some sleep. And he focuses on whoever's in front of him, which I guess is Erendriel.
Yes, he will kneel to his eye level. I'm so sorry for what my friends had to do to you. I very much didn't want it to come to this, but I have some very important questions that you seem to have a little bit of knowledge on. Tell me, why are the gods looking for us?
Well, I mean, right now probably because I was screaming. But
What's the real reason? I'll give you that one as a freebie. I may not be so forgiving the next time you give me.
he's gonna swallow because and be like, well, there's rumors that there's these people, these adventurers that they're the reason, there's all these people's dying, even though the guards is caught the has solved all the murders and stuff.
Hardly. That is just a simple smokescreen and a ruse. They haven't solved anything.
I don't know. They just hung a couple people for some murders. There was lots of evidence that showed that they were the ones that did all the death and killing and stuff.
What is the evidence? And who were the people?
Well, one of them was caught doing it. You know, they were caught killing the person and like carving some kind of weird symbol into their chest.
And it would happen to be a 7-point. Was it a star or a fox?
It was a star. I don't know. I wasn't there. It just they was caught doing it.
I'm gonna look at Burial and I'm gonna open my hand like I'm opening a book, and I'm gonna point to the guy that we're interrogating. As in, Burial, do you have your book that has the 7-pointed star? Can you show it to
I'll do
him?
you one better. I actually have an actual thing with the star on it. I think. Let me check my inventory.
I'm pretty sure Phelan was the one that has the symbol or the pendant.
Yeah. Is it Saren Ray or is that different?
No, it's a different one. One of you should have the Sahedron pendant. I was pretty sure it was one of Britt's characters.
It had her picture in it, right?
Is it? Yeah, I thought it said Phelan. Did I not say Phelan?
Kyla.
Oh, well, I meant Phelan. In my brain, I heard Phelan when I said it. So, yeah, the Sahedron medallion.
Yeah. I'll just whip out my book then. Did it happen to look like this?
Well, I never saw it, so I don't know.
Oh, cameo with Phelan's portrait. I have the locket. Good thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. That matters not. They clearly framed those people. Take the fall for those murders, because the true person behind the murders may be someone you probably wouldn't have suspected. But if you know of the Foxglove Manor, then you know that it's highly likely that. Anyway, the Foxglove was behind it. He was behind
Aldrin.
Aldrin Foxglove was behind the murder. He was behind the hiring of people to take out these murders. He even had undead ghouls carrying out some of these deeds for him. I know that may come to a shock to you, but I assure you, the justice is very much trying to cover these up. Wait, how many justices are there?
7.
What if it's them?
All of them.
Yeah, what if they are the Brothers Seven? Or Band of Seven, whatever they're called.
Brothers 7.
Yep, that could be it.
It's possible.
Frank, let me ask you this. Are all the and I don't even know if it's just the Brothers Seven and if it's gender specific, but I'm going to ask it anyway, because come on.
Figure of speech.
Are all the justices male?
No. No, there's 2 women in there.
Could be a figure of speech.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is. Kind of like the Daedric princes.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I appreciate your assistance in this matter, and again, I do apologize for the traumatization this may cause you in the future. But I am all about clearing my name and doing justice to those that need justice done unto them.
I mean, you'd be surprised how many times I get roughed up around here, so, I doubt it'll be that traumatizing.
I do hope you will keep this little interrogation in confidence and not speak it to another soul, yes?
Sure, man.
And you wouldn't lie to me.
Psh, hell no.
Gonna look at Arendriel and shake my head no.
No as in we should kill him, or no as in he's not that stupid?
He's not that stupid. He is going to tell somebody because he spilled his guts about the justices, so he's obviously not going to be loyal to us.
Mm, you say this in Elven, right? You don't say this
Oh,
in
yeah.
common.
In Elven,
Right.
absolutely.
And I look to him, and I'm gonna. Rendru's gonna look at him, and so is Varial. So I'm gonna roll perception on both of them when we ask him this. And would you be willing to stake your life on it?
On what?
On keeping your mouth shut.
Well, yeah. He's definitely lying.
Do we know he's lying?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I give Varial a very knowing look and say, well, thank you so much for your time. And since he can't move and there is a blade to his throat, upon Arendriel turning his back, Varial with a very swift motion will
Roll
begin
your
attacking
damage.
Frank. I have to roll the attack first. If it'll even. Actually, I can
No.
roll damage because I got fixed.
Yeah, roll damage.
Were damage normal or critical?
Normal.
Okay.
Okay, he's dead.
This twining staff reverts back into a coil of twine, or whatever the hell, and we can be on our way. Arendriel casts prestidigitation on everyone involved, so there's no blood on weapons and or clothing. And let us.
Yeah, because that would have sprayed really bad.
Oh yeah. Now, how shall we deal with the justice? Because we can't just walk in.
I mean, technically you can, but, it probably wouldn't end well.
No. I'm not worried about Varial or Arendriel because literally Arendriel has literal death armor and Varial is kind of a god. So
Well, he's not kind of a god either, so he's not even a god. He just happens to be a little overpowered for where you're at, that's all.
yeah, but you can't really hit him either because you tried.
I mean, I could at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah, but then you do, and then he can actually cast heal on himself. So
Just saying.
Anyway, I know.
Someday I might, you just never know.
He could totally just walk in there, but I'm not gonna do that. That's not fun. So plans. Do we set up a meeting? Do we sneak in, or do we just let this play out until we catch him out in the open? Because we do have to get to the sawmill to meet that person for the drop off. In
We
what?
do,
2
but
more
I
days?
think we need to. Yeah.
At this point, it would be like the
figure
next day, I think, from where you're at now. In the evening or whatever. Yeah. Because, it's 3 a.m., so it'd be the next day from today, which, because 3 a.m., and,
turn into a cat and kind of, or a rat, or a lizard or insect or something, and I can kind of spy on, somebody, but I think we kind of need to figure out who we want to go after first because I think we should try to figure out who the leader is of, these seven justices if they are who we think they are.
I mean, I have a helm of disguise, so I can literally just look like some average Joe
Yeah.
and just like go into a very high class establishment and be like, so what do you know about the justices?
Okay. Because we kind of need to figure out, who's calling the shots, or who's more important.
Yeah, who's higher up on the totem pole?
Yep.
I mean, I'm all for your insect idea, because that sounds fun.
Because then I can just kind of hide in the shadows and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm trying to take the spotlight off of me a little bit, because I feel like I've been doing most of the RPing, and it's not Laz's Pathfinder session, it's Pathfinder for everyone.
I'll tell you, you guys keep talking Elven and I don't understand it. So I'm just gonna sit here and look stupid.
I'm gonna be honest, I forgot you didn't know Elven.
I guess,
Maybe we should be teaching her Elven and like.
what's your intelligence, Ma?
Yeah, or... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
What was your intelligence?
trying to click on the right thing to tell you. Not the right thing.
How does comprehend languages work again?
So you cast the spell and you understand languages for a certain amount of time.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
How much would that cost on a ring or some sort of pendant? We could just do that.
I mean, I'm not sure. Give me a second, because Raven talking about her shapeshifting polymorphing reminded me of a module. Okay.
Okay.
But you talking about your shapeshifting, like your morphing, reminded me of a module I had downloaded, and I don't know how to use it yet. So I was looking to see if I couldn't find the information on it really quick. I don't think they've got it on their
Oh, dude. I want to get a ring.
couldn't find it. There it is. Okay.
Oh my god.
Project Earl. That's what I want. Okay. So yeah, that's exactly what I want. They require the furnace. Well, shit. I don't think I have that one. Player using them must have at least trusted permissions. Well, yeah. Okay. Wild Shape Macro. Full support for all forms accessible through Wild Shape. Ooh. There, that's what I thought. Spell Shape Macro. Full support form spells. Okay. So that's what I thought it was. Alright, so there's apparently a macro for it. So let me go and look at my macros stuff. I'm pretty sure I might actually have. Yep, Pathfinder 2e shapeshifting. Spell shape. Import. Clicky. Spell shape. There's so many. You guys, there's so many different macros on here right now. There's spell shape. Alright. Let me execute it and see what happens. There was an error in your macro syntax. Okay. Group pest form. Okay. Doubles the feet name. That's fine. Animal form.
Nah, there's nothing. I tried.
Oh. Monstrosity form. Oh, you know what? I bet it's because I don't have your token clicked. Let me go to this. Click this. Execute macro. Nope. Alright, see the console F12 for details. Yep, not showing. Alright, well, I will have to figure that out in between because I don't know why it's not working right now. But that will obviously help you with your wild shapes and your forms and stuff. If I can figure out how it works. So I wanted to see if it was a quick thing that I could figure it out now, or if I needed to do some research. And it looks like I wanted to do research. But hey, there's a module there for you. Alright. So the plan right now is for you to be in like an insect form and then go in and do a thing.
Yes.
Okay. So are you doing it now, or are you waiting until like morning? Because it's still only about four-ish. No, because it was 3 when you left the townhouse. So it's probably, let's see, it would have been about, so it's probably about 6 a.m. So
Yeah. I was gonna say Rendriel's probably gonna disguise himself as someone and try and make his way back to the townhouse, and Vario can just hop from rooftop to rooftop to get back.
yeah. So I take it you guys are going back to the townhouse first.
That's what Rendriel and Vario are gonna do.
All right, so it'll be about 7 before you get back to the townhouse. Ow. Just knocked my phone into my ear. Going from the alley, at least. So the two of them will take about an hour to get from the alley to the townhouse. What about Phelan and Kyla? Are they going back to the townhouse, or are they doing something else? Because it's 6 while you're standing in the alley. 6 a.m.
I don't know if she AFK'd or not.
Okay, Raskar. Are you going back to the townhouse, or are you doing something else at 6 a.m.?
I'm following Ariel, and
Okay, so you're going back to the townhouse?
I'm going back to the townhouse because, again, I don't understand what's being said, and I'm just wondering.
Oh, well, at this point, they would have been talking in common because the guy is dead, so they don't need to hide it. So they would have been talking about their plans from here in common.
Okay. I'm gonna
So-
go on back to the townhouse.
Okay. So, if you're following Arendriel, then, I mean, it's going to be at 7-ish. So it'll take you about an hour to walk through town to get back to the townhouse.
Yeah, because I don't think they know about you guys. I think they only know about Rendriel and Vario and whoever else went into the Justice building. As far
Would
as
be
I
me,
know.
but I have 1,000 faces, so I can change how I look.
Vario fears no confrontation.
Okay. Is Britt still not listening?
I don't think she is listening.
Britt, I need to know what Kyle. All right. Well, right now I'm going to assume they're going back to the townhouse.
I'll
s- Hey, baby. Bridget? I'll be right back.
Yeah, everybody take 5.
Yeah, take 5.
Snacks, go to the bathroom, do whatever.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I'm back.
I'm just messing with something.
Okay. Form stats. Adjust these for different spells. Okay. Main transform function part 1. Okay. Choose spell. Async function. Choose form. Transform. Okay. Let's open that. Let's go to this. Let's click on this. Click on modules troubleshooting. Okay.
Dang, I probably could have set that higher. Yes. Light. Except when that happens. What the hell?
Okay. Alright, I can't say. Oh, 10 shape. 3 shape shift macros to work. Jump to that. I want to see if there's. Oh, that's right. I didn't get the Oh, right. Is that the first shot in the file? Second. Oh, well then let's go ahead and do this one. Just so I can keep track of.
All right, we're back.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. I think that did it.
Down just a little. No, down.
So
Like right
Arendriel
here.
was going to go
Yep.
to disguise himself and then go to tavern to kind of question people. That's
Oh yeah, that's what I was actually gonna do. You're right.
okay.
I'll do it after your thing though.
Well, I was going to disguise myself because I think that would be kind of a good idea to figure out who I should be spying on.
Oh, so
That's
we're
gonna hurt
going
later
to
when you
the
take it off.
tavern first.
What?
So that's gonna hurt later when you take it off.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that one's gonna hurt a lot. Oh, the band-aid's in the wrong spot.
What?
Yeah. Oh. Look, I thought you didn't mind that I was furry, okay? You don't have to use band-aids to like fucking tear out my arm hair. Jeez. Oh, that hurt.
I'll get her the gorilla tape.
No, she does not need gorilla tape. Yeah, she's laughing. I'm not. I just want you to know that.
Who suggested the gorilla tape? Huh?
Huh?
Who
That's
suggested
wrinkle
the gorilla
for
tape?
don't give her any
JP.
ideas.
That makes sense.
Yeah, don't give her any ideas. So there's still a couple minutes. So we're going to get. I'm going to do a thing.
I mean, I think we're all. I mean, is your mom back?
I don't know. I am doing a thing.
I know it's
What
at
do you
least going to be me and Arendriel. I'm not sure what the others are going to be
Well,
doing
Vario's
while we're
gonna
kind
be
of
going
canvassing the
too.
town.
Vario's
Okay.
going to too because he has to.
Does he have any form of disguise?
He doesn't care. He doesn't care enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Normally, this is not a good idea for those watching mine to add modules and shit, but I know the furnace works because I've used it in the past. Yeah, I know. That's not a thing. So you guys might have to refresh your things, and then it's going to do all kinds of stuff because I want to activate the module. See if that not having that module was the only thing that was causing an issue.
I just thought it'd be better to question and figure out who we should canvass rather than just canvassing a random person.
And then I think I need to configure
Yeah,
players.
that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm down with it. I'm down with that for sure.
Okay, I'm done messing with shit.
You want to refresh now?
Yep, you guys can refresh now.
Oh, actually, it kicked us out anyway.
Yeah, no, it should have.
What did you do?
I activated a module and did some you, Raven, and Saphira are all trusted now, so you guys can use this module if you guys need to. It's the shapeshift. I'm actually getting ready to see if it works now because... Okay, please select a token. Ah, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to go to this page. I'm going to click on Serenia real quick. I'm going to execute macro. What spell are you casting? Animal form, sure. Next. Choose your form. Sure, ape. What level are you casting at? 3. Change token image. Hell yeah. Transform. And it's just showing your normal thing. But maybe if I click on your sheet, it changed? Nope. Your sheet stayed the same. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Later.
we will.
If
Yep.
there's a new button on here that says sheet with settings. Default sheet or
For yours,
yeah. Is that it?
that might be it because I just transformed your token on my screen, so on a different thing. In fact, let me put your token on this page, just so you can mess with that a little. It's gonna be a huge token, but that's fine. So I just made in the thing, it's spell shape. I just made it so that you can drag that onto your hotbar.
Okay, so
In the macros folder, and then please return to normal before transforming again. Okay, so yeah. So my guess is that it's because I'm not the character. I can't see the things that you're doing. So I would click on one of those buttons and see if it turns you back to normal. Like the default. So that you can then use the spell shape icon. Or macro. Because I can't.
so prototype token.
Oh, is that like when you're open your thing? So you won't want to mess with prototype token because
Okay, got it.
but yeah, you may want to see like you'll see a lot more buttons up in the top of your character sheets for the 3 that I changed because I made you trusted. So if you don't know what they're for, don't mess with them that much. But there should be some like I gotta figure out how to get your token quote unquote back to normal, I think. Let me click on your token, do spell shape. What form are you casting? Revert. There we go. I bet that's it. Alright, so now if I click that spell shape, next, transform. Okay, so that changed you. So then if I click it and spell shape, reverts. Yep, okay, so that's how it works. It should have, it doesn't have the images right now, probably associated to those forms yet. But so if you cast the spell right now, it'll still have yours probably. So if I do like animal form, what level are you casting at? Transform. It still shows your image right now.
It's just a size difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not seeing any actual changes to your character sheet when I open it. I don't know if you do. Sheet. This sheet. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. Oh, it is. It's showing your temp HP is 5. Because your attacks stay. I think the attacks stay the same. It's just you get a different set of skills and a different set of like you do get a different set of attacks though, and that's
Right.
there's the actions button. It doesn't add your actions. Doesn't add the actions. So I will play with that a little more to see how that works, but I just that way you know that's a thing. I'm gonna revert until I can figure out how to like attach the tokens to them.
Which tavern are we going to?
I don't want to go to the like really high class exclusive one. I think we should go 2 runs under that maybe. So
Yeah,
middle
I
class.
agree.
Let's do middle class. Because if we go into a high class one and start asking those questions, that's just like, hey, we're here.
Blinking neon lights.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a dumb idea. Why did I go ahead and have my shot done? That arm hurts now. That's my mouse arm. Fun. All right, anyway. So you guys are going to one of the Dockway ones? Probably not to one of the 2 that you've already been to, right?
Right, definitely not.
No.
I'm gonna change my look because I can change at least how my face and my hair is.
Okay. Yeah, because you've got that, what is it, 1,000 faces or something?
Let's go to a tavern in the Low Club district.
Okay.
I think that.
I think they would have the most rumors, yeah.
Okay.
Because we're
Yeah,
kind of looking for a rumor mill, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess we'll go there and we'll start there. Arendriel's in disguise. His scythe is now looks like just a regular old walking stick.
Okay. So you guys have gone into the low cleft area. There's only a couple of taverns in this area. They're not as grungy looking as the ones in the Dockway, but they're not like high class places either.
Perfect.
It's still only like 6, 8, or no, it's by the time you get there, it's probably it's not quite 7. So it's still really, it's still pretty empty. There's like a couple of patrons in there eating a breakfast, but like, and then there's the barkeep, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean the barkeep will be the one that would like have a lot of rumors or any like probably get. So we'll start there.
Okay.
Will have a seat at the counter. He will order a decent level ale, I'd say. Nothing too strong, but nothing poor either.
Okay. The barkeep gets you your drink.
Magnamar seems to be quite lively. More lively than I'm used to. Something happened?
He's gonna eye you for a moment, and then he's gonna shrug and be like, well, there's been a string of murders recently, but they've just caught the people who've been doing it, so should calm down a little bit more soon. Yeah.
You know who did it?
I don't know, some low lives.
Strange. Very strange. I'm kind of new to the area, and I've been seeking counsel with the lord of this town. Is there even a lord of Magnamar? Or is
Oh,
it run
well,
by-
yeah. I mean, it's the city, what do they call him? Fuck. They give them a different, he's a lord, but he's like also a little bit above the lord. Because it's a larger town. No, it's, There it is. The Lord Mayor. That's what it is. Because he's a lord, but he's also the mayor of the city. So the Lord Mayor, the Lord Mayor. We've got a Lord Mayor.
If there's a whole string of murders, I would think they would, you know, think that there was a hero, you know, the person that caught these murderers. I can't imagine how devastating and how wonderful it would be to the person who caught these murderers. Who do they say caught them?
Well, they said that a handful of the guard caught him.
The guard. Not hard to believe. I mean, they're the guards of any city that I've been to have been, you know, not too smart.
Well, I mean, I would have used to be, but then Justice Ironbriar started really making some changes around here, especially for the guard.
Oh, like what?
Well, giving more funding and from this, or he managed to fight for some more funding, and then pulled in some people to help train them, and you know, all those kinds of things.
Make them more organized.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see that being a benefit to the people.
Yeah, definitely. So I wonder where he's getting all this help from. I mean, are the Ironbriars rich people?
Plus, I mean, he is.
Well, no, but he managed to convince. He did convince Haldmir to have a little bit more funding brought in towards getting that, especially with everything that had happened, that had been happening. I mean, these murders—they're not a new thing. It's just that they've been getting more and more frequent recently. So he managed to convince Haldmir to bring in some expert help. I think he called in some people from across the sea in Chalex. A couple of paladins came in to really. There were a couple of Yomade's paladins that brought in some organization and stuff like that, and really trained up the guard. At least that's what I heard.
I mean, paladins are good at that. I'll roll my eyes slightly.
Yeah.
To call them in from across the sea, though, that's got to take a lot of influence.
Well, he knows a few people across the sea, so I think he's from there. I don't know. Yeah. Well, for keeping each of them has a different specialty, I would say, I guess. Like Ironbriar takes care of, hang on, I gotta double check that detail. It's not on this page. Wait. No, okay. No, it's after that. This is the different. Oh, I guess they never actually told me which part of which justice he was. Well, that sucks. What was Bale's like? Specialty. Leader of the Justice Court. Okay. So that's what it is. Yeah, it's like each of the justices, I mean, it's just to help make sure that they've got an odd number for voting, obviously, and then also to make sure that they've got plenty of experience on the court.
And who would you say is? I mean, do you know who like the head justice is? Is there justice?
Yeah, the leader of the justices are Bail Argentine. There is Bail Argentine.
Didn't he get sick?
Yeah. Yeah, he seems to have caught something. He hasn't been seen in court for a few days, or for a day, like a little over a day now.
Is that strange? I mean,
Nah, it's not unusual. Every so often, every justice takes days off every so often. No more than anybody else, though. Like, if you get sick, you get sick.
yeah, you can't really stop it. That makes plenty of sense.
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to know like where Argentine?
Yeah.
Yeah, where Argentine may reside.
I don't know.
I've said it's a shame. Do you know someone who might?
I mean, any of the justices would. You can go up to the courthouse, and I'm sure that somebody there would know.
And where's the courthouse?
Up in the Capital District. And he'd give
While
you
we're talking, can I get a bowl of your best stew this morning? I'm pretty hungry this morning. I kind of skipped breakfast.
I mean, it is only breakfast time. I don't mind here. Just give me a minute, and he goes back into the kitchen.
And Elvin, I start conversing. So, I met with Argentine originally to get all the thought flow things transferred into my name. I find it kind of odd that he would fall sick after we speak, and I also find it odd that they found the murderers even though they're dead before they even found them.
I find it interesting that they all of a sudden have all these resources to help out the guard when, normally they wouldn't really have that kind of money, and then just all of a sudden they have the resources.
We need to find where Argentine is and investigate his place and his home, see if he's become one of those abominations.
I agree.
The bartender comes back, and hands you the soup, and goes, "What do you mean abominations?"
You can understand, Alvin.
Yeah, obviously, or he wouldn't have commented on it.
Eredriel visibly sweats. Oh, just some things that I've come across in my travels. Don't worry about it.
How much do I owe you for this wonderful stew? It smells really good. I'm gonna start sipping at it.
2 copper.
I'll put down 5 copper. Keep the tip. Thank you so much.
Sure. He scoops up the coins.
I'm just gonna continue eating my dinner and
Breakfast, because it's 7 a.m.
breakfast, right? My meal. My meal.
For a spot of pork, my lord.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll be making my way over to the. I guess we're all going to the capital district. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no. Unless, people have other things they wish to have taken care of right around this time. Because the only way we can get some more information is either we get it from Justice Ironbriar, who's going to be surrounded, has paladins at his disposal, which that terrifies me just a little bit. And
I was gonna transform and check into the other justice. Starts with an A, of which I'm really bad.
we don't know where he is.
Okay.
Yeah, you haven't been able to get.
Home somewhere?
You haven't been able to get an address yet from anybody. Ironbriar refused to give it to you, and nobody else has had it. That you've come across yet.
Thought I took a certain feat and I guess I didn't. I guess Ironbriar's the only thing that we really can do is talk to him, since we can't get to.
Oh man. Oh,
one.
let's party. Let's do this.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could turn into an insect, and I can have Gallagher around your neck so he can whisper into your ear what I'm seeing. But that's really the only thing that I can think of. And I can.
Have Gallagher go around Vario's neck. Vario will hide in the shadows. I will tell you the layout to get to Ironbriar's office, and for the love of God, don't get caught.
All right, let's do this.
Okay. So you guys are going up to the courthouse, and you're going to try to do a stealth mission.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just
gonna
Is that
have
a
to.
fountain
Probably.
in front of the? Yeah, I'm gonna hang. Arendriel will hang out there reading a book.
Okay.
Vario finds a secluded area to hide.
Okay. Roll a stealth check for Vario.
Actually, Gallagher will go around Arendriel's neck, and yeah, Vario will just be on standby.
Okay. All right. So you're going to transform into some. What insect are you transforming into?
I'm gonna transform into a let's say a fly.
Okay. All right, so you get into the courthouse unnoticed. I mean, there's several open like windows and stuff because they don't really need to close them right now. It's a little warm, I guess.
I'm gonna whisper to Arendriel who has Gallagher. Um, where am I headed?
I pretty much explained the general layout of the
Okay.
courthouse and how to get. I know how to get to Augustine's and Ironbrier's office because those are the only offices I've been to.
Okay.
We'll
So,
start. You know what? Why don't you go check out Augustine's?
Yeah. Alright.
okay.
So I'm gonna try to sneak in through a crack or something if I can find one.
So there's a little bit of a gap at the bottom of the door that you can kind of slide through.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be anything out of place in Argentine's. In fact, on the top of his desk is the file that contains, and it says, it's got Arendriel's name on it as well as Foxglove, is what it says. And it's open. It's you can kind of see a little bit of the paperwork kind of slipped out a little, and it's mentioning that that there's no file. There isn't a deed on file.
That's not true.
Be concealing the fact that we have the, or you have the deed.
Well, there wasn't one on file. Well, Argentine doesn't. You didn't get the deed until after.
Oh, well, okay then.
Because you got the deed from the townhouse.
Yeah.
Ironbriar is the one that has the copy.
I'm gonna look for any symbols around his office that may indicate that he's, like the 7-pointed star or any other kind of symbolism
I
that
honestly think Augustine is innocent in all this, but he's in danger right now.
You do not see any signs of a Sahedron.
Do I see any addresses or?
Nope.
I hate to say it, texts that could possibly tell us where he lives or.
Nope. You see like a picture of him and his wife, like a drawing, a portrait.
What do I see in the background of the portrait?
It's just
Anything noticeable that?
no. It's just like a plain background,
Okay.
just like a generic room. I mean, it's obviously a high class room. It's very classy.
Well, I don't think we're gonna find anything else here. Maybe we check Ironbriar.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna get the directions to Ironbriar's office and
Okay.
try to spot where I can squeeze in there.
So Ironbriar's office's door is open, and Ironbriar is sitting at his desk, filling out. He's looks like he's doing some paperwork, and it's generic like city paperwork.
Do I see any recognizable names on the paperwork he's working on?
No, as far as you can tell, they're mostly it's like lords, lord such and such. Yeah, just different things for a lot of high class stuff is what, or high class people is what he's doing right now. And he's just making he's making a couple marks on a few pages and then flipping it over to move on to the next one. And like I said, it's mostly just high class people.
High class people.
Like lords and ladies.
Does it say anything about the high class people?
No, it looks like it's just requests that they've sent into this courthouse, and he's just making like marks. Like it looks like he's trying to decide if he's going to approve some of them or not. So he's going like, these things are okay, but maybe maybe we could do this instead, and manage to find a compromise. Like little marks and symbols that kind of mean that those sorts of things, so that he can bring it up in the next like justice meeting type of thing, or to bring that up to Haldemir. Yeah, the Lord Mayor.
Oh. Now that'd be someone to spy on.
I noticed if Paldemir's office is in this building.
You haven't passed it, no.
I have no idea where it is, so.
Yeah, I don't either.
Still like to have those handy little kiosks. So like, you are here.
Right. You're right. Ironbrier's office is number 302.
Yep.
Have
Does
I
the building
passed?
have windows?
Well, yeah.
You ask your thing, and then I'm gonna ask my thing.
Have I passed any like prison office, like a check-in, someplace that would have information on prisoners?
There would have been like something like that on the bottom floor.
Okay. I'm gonna go down there
Okay.
and look around on the various desks and see if I see anything pertaining to the murders. Like, because if they've been caught, there should be a record of the people that are being framed for the murders.
So there are about 10 people in this room, and they're all busily working around. Some of them are at their desks going over paperwork, and there's a few in the back. There's 2 of them going through basically like a record area, so like not necessarily files, like file systems and stuff, but something similar. And you can hear one of them talking about the caught murderers and how they're going to be executed the next morning, which seemed weird because that seemed like a rush. Normally there's several months
Yeah.
of so that they can appeal.
And trials and stuff. Have they mentioned, what prison these prisoners are located at?
No, you just know that they're getting ready to be executed the next day. And like the other person's like, well, they did kill so many people, and there's like overwhelming evidence against them. So, like they're just having like a discussion and a debate about it.
Prison in this building?
No.
Would I know where the prison is since
No.
since we've been in McNamara?
No.
I think I'm gonna whisper to Arundriel. I think we need to find somebody who can tell us where this prison is. Maybe we can, maybe I can talk to one of the prisoners being framed. Maybe they would have some info.
Okay. Arundra will rise from his spot in the fountain. There's obviously guards in front of him.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And he will approach one.
Okay. How can I help you, sir?
Very carefully. Yeah, I'm trying to find the prison. I need to request an audience with one of the inmates, but I don't know where it is.
One of them's gonna snort. Be like, well, that seems like a bad way to deal with your business.
I'm new to all of this. Can you help me?
He's gonna like snicker a little bit, and he goes, well, you're just gonna like, and he gives you directions to go down this street, make like 2 lefts, that kind of a thing.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And again, sorry for bothering you. You've been a great help.
Yeah. Go get back on your business. He's just gonna like, he's still laughing at you a little bit.
my way out of the building.
About that.
Okay.
I'm gonna find a secluded spot and turn it into a cat.
Okay.
And Arendriel, I'm gonna start making my way down to the prison.
Alright. I signal to Vario to follow.
Okay. Is Britt back, by the way?
I've been back.
Okay.
Never left.
Well, no, like before we went on the break, like, you know, a while ago. You weren't sitting there when I was trying to figure out what Phelan and Kyla were doing. I had them go ahead and go back to the townhouse. But were you, is that what you would have wanted to do, or was one of them going to go along with Arendriel and Serenia to figure out the stuff?
Kyla would have went.
Okay. So, Kyla, what would Kyla have been doing during Raven's stakeout, I guess, or whatever? No, investigation. There we go. You guys were staking out. My brain's not wanting to work with words.
Considering she's a rogue, she would probably be helping them out, like stealthily trying to grab information.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check. Okay. So you, while you were kind of like moving around, and not necessarily inside of the courthouse, but around it to kind of like keep an eye on things, while Raven was doing her mission, you overheard one of the guards talking about Argentine's absence and being like, you know, he looked so healthy yesterday when he was in, you know, when he left. It seems odd that he felt ill so quickly. And the other one goes, well, you can't always be sure about illness, like, you know, some of the sickness, you know. And then the other one goes, you know, we should probably maybe we can organize like some sort of a delivery. And you mentioned, you hear, and they talk about a local or like I want to say cafe or like bakery, but it wouldn't have necessarily been a bakery. It would have been, but like a restaurant, I guess, that up in the Alabaster district that's near where he lives, and having a messenger sent there during lunch later. So you would have the name of this restaurant now.
Seems I should check that out.
Okay. So are you going with them to the prison? Like, would you check in with them before going up there and then going with them to the prison? Okay.
And
I'm
of course,
gonna-
I'd share my information that I found.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to talk to one of the prisoners at the prison, see what they have, because I think splitting up right now is the only option we have, since the stuff going down at, I believe, the sawmill is tomorrow. We're running out of time.
Well, wait. If the prisoners are already dead,
No, they're dying tomorrow morning.
so should we go see about Argentine and then the prisoners? Because if they're not gonna die by tomorrow, we have time.
Okay.
I'm asking. I'm not saying we're doing.
Honestly, feel like the prison should be first.
Alright.
head to the prison. So by this time, I would think it's like 8, 9 a.m.
Yeah, it's probably about 9 a.m. by the time you get to the prison. Between like 8:30, 9 a.m. somewhere in that range.
Okay. So if the guards were talking about sending in a lunchtime messenger, we got
A couple hours, yeah.
4 hours, yeah. Okay.
Does
Prison's
the lunchtime
down the
messenger also go to Augustine's too? Or is it just the prison?
Say what?
Prisoners were sending a care package from a
Yeah, the guards were talking about organizing a care package getting sent to Argentine.
Okay. And he's
For
gonna
lunch.
be going from the prison to Augustine?
No, from the capital, the courthouse to the restaurant, and then the restaurant to Argentine.
Okay. Alright.
And the restaurant is called the Fable Hound.
So how we want to do this? Do we want to have someone sit at the Fable Pound with Gallagher to say, hey, the guy's here, or whatever, should make our way there and then just follow that, or should we split up?
I mean, the prison shouldn't take that long.
True. Alright, let's do it then. To the prison.
As long as you head up there by like 11, you should make it to the restaurant before their messenger would get there to be able to stake out the restaurant. So
What's the prison look like? How high
It's-
are the walls?
So it actually looks like it's very unprison looking. It's just a it's only about
building.
yeah, it's just a miscellaneous building. It's about 2 stories tall. With and it looks like almost like any other old kind of office type building.
Are any of the windows open?
No.
Barred.
None of them are barred, but they are all closed.
Odd for a prison.
Nah, this could be an asylum for all we know.
Oh,
And the prison underneath.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. In the ground. Because, I mean, in these times, torture would have been common. There would have been streams, and if there's no bars, then it's gotta be below.
Alright. I'm going to change my disguise to a clergyman
Okay.
to read them their last rites before, tomorrow's execution.
Okay.
Are you taking Gallagher?
I assumed that. Well, yeah. I guess he could be my companion for this.
I'm gonna turn into a fly and hide in his robes.
Okay.
I could have hidden my hat, but okay. All right.
It's like in the folds around like the neck and stuff, in the
Right,
the collar.
Right. Gonna wiggle in there and okay.
I walk up to the god. Good morning, my son.
Oh wait a minute. Is Kyla gonna be like a nun accompanying him?
She's part Indian.
That would not look right.
That would throw my credibility up. I mean, I may be a oracle of death, but
Still an oracle.
It wouldn't necessarily be uncommon for a clergyman to bring like a protection detail. Probably.
There you go.
yeah, but a tiefling.
Well, it's a halfling tiefling.
Still tiefling.
Well, I mean, it depends. Pharasma wouldn't necessarily have any. Pharasma wouldn't have any sort of prejudice against anybody. Like everyone's the same with in death. So I mean,
Just call them.
yeah. So there aren't actually any guards posted outside. It looks like a regular old office building.
Okay, then let's go inside.
All right, so inside it's an open floor, like an open floor plan with a few closed doors, like, you know, for the most, like, off to the sides and stuff. And then there's like a couple of desks in the middle of the room.
Is my life sense picking anything up?
Like there's people, like several people inside the room on this first floor, but you're not picking up anything below you, and you're only picking like up two people upstairs.
People upstairs must be our people that we're looking for. Man, see, that's why I want to know if there were windows open, because I just have Mario just jump in there.
Detect magic. Is a portal?
So if you cast detect magic, there is some sort of magical aura on the floor in one section. It is inside one of the rooms in the back.
But you have to, like, cast that at, like, a higher level. It'll take a minute. Or whatever. Let's do it.
Detect magic. Send out a pulse that registers the presence of magic. Receive no information beyond the presence or absence of magic. You can choose to ignore magic if you're fully aware of, such as the magic items and ongoing spells of you and your allies. You detect illusion magic only if that magic's effect has a lower level than the level of your detected magic spell.
Yeah, so all she does is register that there's like a magical aura in one of the back rooms.
Alright. I don't think I did it. I have to see it though. Yeah, I have to see the location in order to identify what it is. For a quick identification. Okay.
Okay.
Let's approach the front desk.
Okay. The woman there looks up at you as you approach and smiles. How can I help you today?
Yes, my child. I am here to give the last rites of my deity Pharasma, as I hear the two prisoners are scheduled for execution tomorrow.
She's gonna like kind of cock her head a little and frown and be like, "I thought you weren't coming until just before the execution."
My church has expedited the request that I deliver these last rites, as you can never be too careful in these times. Too many abnormalities have been happening within the land as of late, and I would like to see that their souls are eased into the next realm sooner rather than later.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. There have been some weird things happening, and these murders have been really weird. And she's gonna stand and pull out a key from her pocket, and then unlock one of the drawers on her desk, and pulls out like it looks like a rune, and then closes and locks the door again. She's like, "Well, go ahead and follow me then." And she's gonna kind of look at Kyle and be like, "Do you want your I'm assuming that this is your escort?"
Yes, these two will be coming.
Okay.
Wouldn't want to put myself.
It doesn't smell bad, but I don't know what it's supposed to smell like either.
As long as it doesn't smell bad, it should be fine.
Okay.
These two. I thought she was just guys as a flower.
Sorry,
Was there.
okay. She's gonna be like, I suppose it's, or she's just gonna like kind of give you an odd look, and then she's gonna shrug and be like, all right, well, come along. And she leads you to the back and it opens up the room and motions for you to come inside. And this is like an unassuming looking room. It looks kind of like a sitting room.
And there's no danger abound in it.
No.
Mario's not pinging. Oh, okay, good.
Does the
Yes. So once you guys have come in, she shuts the door, and then she walks over to the to this one corner, and kind of puts the rune down, and it kind of like then like a trap door kind of appears, and she opens it up, and there's a staircase going down. It's a spiral staircase. And your life sense now picks up several life forms down below. And then she goes, "Well, follow me, and I'll lead you to the two murders." And she starts going down the spiral staircase. Okay. So this actually goes down about 50 feet, the staircase. And then at the bottom there's what you would expect from like a prison. Very thick walls with and a couple of hallways. As soon as you guys get to the bottom, there's 3 guards sitting there. And one of them stands up and approaches and looks at the woman and goes, "Visitors for one of the prisoners?" And she goes, "No, this is what the priest for the last rites for the 2 murderers and his 2 escorts." He's gonna kind of give her an odd look and be like, "Well, I thought that was like going to be in the morning." She shrugs and goes, "He wanted to do it early." And the guard goes, "All right, well, whatever." And goes, "I'll lead you down to the room where I can, to a room where you can see the visitors, or see the murderers." And the woman's gonna scout and basically make a motion that she's gonna go back upstairs and say, "I hope that your visit is well," and then goes back upstairs. And the guard motions for you to follow him. So the guard leads you down a hallway, and you don't see anything. Like, there's a couple of doors that you pass, and they don't have anything like any life sense beyond them. And then at the end of this hallway, he opens a door and motions for you to go inside. And inside is another door, leading further, like on basically the opposite side. And he goes, "Make yourselves comfortable." And this room it looks like a waiting room as well, but one of the chairs has like manacle arms. It's comfortable looking, but it does have things to secure somebody. And he goes, "I'll bring the first prisoner back." And he goes and he's gone for a few minutes. And when he returns, he secures the prisoner and then goes, "Do you want me to stay in, or do you want me to stand outside the door?"
I think I can handle myself in here. Thank you so much for
All right. Just holler if you need me. And he goes back out the door that he went to go get the prisoner and shuts that door behind him.
Door have a window or a way?
Nope, it's just a wooden door. So but it's the one that he went through is kind of a thick door. Heavy wooden door.
So you probably wouldn't be able to hear it.
Not unless you shouted. All right. The prisoner's just kind of like, just looking at you, blank face and everything.
Arendril is going to. For all we know, they could have been lobotomized, so they won't know.
I'm gonna come out from where I was in Arendriel's robes, and I have battle magic or battle medicine. Sorry.
Okay.
Or first, I'm gonna kind of look around at him, does he look like he's been wounded or beat up or?
Like he looks a little grimy, but there's some bruises, but otherwise nothing. It looks like he was rough handled a little bit from his arrest.
Okay.
Tell me, my son, can you tell me your name?
Give me just a sec. I didn't think about names for these guys because why would I do that?
Aaron A. Aarons.
Clifton McKinnon.
Alright. Do you know where you are, my child?
Well, yeah, prison. Duh.
Do you know why you're here?
Because I murdered some people.
Did you murder people willingly, or do you feel that you were wrongfully accused?
He's gonna start chuckling. Of course I did it willingly. Are you daft?
Did you do it under the orders of Aldrin Foxglove?
No. Who the fuck?
Commit these murders.
Nobody. I did them just for fun.
Do we know if he's really the murderer of the murders we're thinking, or is he a miscellaneous of the
About 10 more minutes.
Yeah, I don't. Can we tell if he's lying or if he's kind of covering up or trying
Oh
to?
no, all I gotta do is, do you know of someone known as your lordship?
Like the Lord Mayor?
And that's all I need to know. It seems there's been a mistake. Seems you're just a random murderer. You're not the murderer.
Wait, so like what do you think that I'm like? So you think I'm not the murderer? Like what murders are you looking for?
I forget the details, but one, he doesn't smell undead. Two, he doesn't even know about your lordship, so that's exactly how I know that he's not the murderer.
Okay.
Not the
We're
ones.
looking for.
He's not the robots we're looking for.
Okay.
He's not the
You're
droids.
looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing he's guilty of is being a scumbag murderer, but hey, we
Yeah,
literally just murdered a guy, so.
Alright. Perform a quick last rites and let's check out the next murderer.
Hang on, I'm looking for a name real quick. Hang on.
At least that's what I think.
Okay, I found the name.
Yeah, we don't want to waste
I
too
don't
much
want
time, but
too much time.
I am intrigued on why, you know who he murdered and why.
Right.
Yeah, who did you murder?
I don't know, some random people.
I forget the description of the people that were murdered, so I'm just gonna follow with that. Did you do this at a farmhouse or anything like that? I really don't remember anything about
Sounds
the
right.
to be honest.
No, in the city.
We didn't hear anything about a gruesome murder in Magnamar, so yeah.
They've been talking about murders. There have been several murders in Magnamar too. Recently.
And what did you carve at the site of the murder?
I was trying to carve my goddess's symbol.
And who is your goddess?
Lamashtu.
He's connected.
Sounds like he's connected, but he didn't really know what he was doing.
Nah, he knew what he was doing. For Lamashtu's sake, anyway. It's just he's pretty much he committed the crime at the worst possible time for us, because now we don't know for sure. Because, sure, he committed the murder, but he didn't commit the murder.
Right.
Either way, this was a murder committed for Lamashtu, just like the others. It's just this was done by a live man. And have you conspired, conversed with the other prisoner that was also brought in on the murders, or was he an accessory for yours?
Well, I mean, he was doing his own thing. We don't, like, work together just because we kill people.
Oh man, it'd be more effective if you did. Probably wouldn't have got caught.
He just shrugs.
Well, may your soul find peace in the afterlife.
Oh, my soul will find all kinds of peace. Lamashtu will provide.
Orange real chuckles. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what you believe. Anyway, enjoy your final days. I'll be seeing you very soon.
Yeah, final day. Do you have, like, Barial knock on the door to get the guard to come back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Done with this one. You can take him away.
Okay, he comes in, he unfastens the prisoner, and then escorts him away. And it takes several more minutes, and then he brings the other one in. This one is, like, cackling.
Now this is
And pushes him into, he pushes him into the chair a little roughly, and then, like the guy doesn't even seem to be putting up a fight. But the guard, like, manhandles him a little bit. He's also an albino. And the guard is gonna be like, I'm assuming you're gonna want me to stand out for this one as well. And he's eyeing the prisoner, and like, the prisoner's just like,
I don't suspect that we'll have any issues with this one.
yeah, he's a little unhinged though, so I wouldn't take anything he says with a grain of salt.
Not for me, but you are.
Yeah.
Please stand.
Well, like I said, if you need anything, just holler. He goes back and he shuts the door.
I'm gonna go under an assumption and whisper to the prisoner in neck roll on a long shot. Your lordship is pleased with your work.
He's just, like, cackling still.
Oh, so he's that far gone. Damn, Phelan should have been here. That would have been a trigger for him, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Lock it with Phelan's picture.
Yeah, let's do that. Good idea. I pull out, well, Vario pulls out a locket with Phelan's picture in it. As I said, your lordship is pleased with your work.
he's not giggling.
He's not giggling anymore.
He is. He's now giggling. He's no longer cackling. He's just giggling.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'll roll with it.
Reaction did change, so.
You got a reaction, that's what matters. So why did you get caught? That's not what his lordship willed.
His lordship, his lordship.
Surely you wished for more than imprisonment. Perhaps a reward for your esteem. Or is death the only reward you wish to acquire with your actions?
Death, blood, and murder.
He's appealing to my chaotic side stuff. walls. I'm sure you'd be doing Magnamar great service. Just for me to give you this. Why do they want you dead so soon?
Who?
Surely they don't have
Who?
iron.
He starts like cackling again.
So Ironbriar does not wish you dead.
Dead, blood and murder.
He's not giving you much. Someone help. Dang. Cowboys.
Who were they playing?
Vikings.
Nah.
I'm
It was a close
wondering.
game.
I'm wondering if there's somebody that Arundel could kind of summon, like a ghost of somebody that this guy could see that would crack it.
I don't know him well enough. All I could do is summon my ghoulie boy, and that's it. That's all I can do.
But you can also have your ghoulie boy disguise, couldn't you? Oh, except you're wearing your disguise.
My disguise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I'm fine with, because I can always just take it back. I mean, it's not like the guards paying attention. Yeah, let's do that. I think, do I have the ghoul look like Aldern or the Sawtooth Man?
Skin saw. Skin saw.
Skin Saw Man. What is the lordship? Is it Aldern or Skin Saw?
I don't know.
Maybe have him look like the Skin Saw Man and see if we can get a reaction. And
Okay, it's worth a shot. Let me just look at my spell really quick so I can do this kinda in a cool way, and it's not cool now that I said it'd be cool. This is then. Allow me to bring his lordship to you, and I tap my priestly staff 3 times, and the ghoul appears behind him. In the form of the Skin Saw Man, as my disguise falls, and
He just starts laughing.
So yeah, Skin Saw Man was the wrong choice. It was worth a shot. Actually, you know, I'll try this. Fool, you dare laugh at your lordship.
Your lordship, your lordship.
My God, this guy is really going. I don't think we're gonna get any information.
I don't think so either.
Probably not. He just keeps repeating the same information.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's either we're close or we're not using the right tool. 'Cause the pendant-
Transform into a snake.
Okay.
I'm gonna go behind him and transform into a snake.
Okay.
And I'm gonna wind myself around him and work my way up his body. Does kind of slowly. Does he have any reaction to a
He's
snake
giggling.
wound around him?
He's giggling.
We're back to giggling. I show him the pendant. Does that lower the giggle?
Which pendant?
This is the one with Phelan's face in it. I'm seeing if her thing and my thing make
I'm
Nope.
trying to scare him.
Nope. Nothing's changed. He's still giggling about the snake going up his body.
it tickles.
Can I roll an intimidation intimidation and try to intimidate him.
Are you up? Are you ending by swirling around his neck?
Yes.
Okay. He's gonna start calling out, squeezy, squeezy, squeezy. Like he even lifts his chin, trying to get you to to give you a little room almost.
Yeah, squeeze tighter. I want to see if he pops.
Can't do that. It goes against nature. I can't kill him just to kill him.
I didn't say kill him. I just said squeeze
intimidate him.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna squeeze a little tighter, non-lethally, because I'm just trying to intimidate.
Okay. He starts like he seems to be getting excited about it.
Oh
I
yeah. Oh
We're
yeah.
approaching it the wrong way.
That's why I said to do it. Because I knew what he would do. Oh. Oh.
I'm gonna turn back into a fly. Because obviously my snake form is not working. He's
it's working.
enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that's working. Anyway, what? This has been very non-informative. I think we should go to Augustine and make sure he hasn't perished. These two are already as good as dead, and I have the information I need on Ironbriar to pay him a very lovely visit.
Attempts at this fool have gone the wrong direction.
Or the right direction, depending on your perspective.
True.
Seeing as he shows no fear towards his lordship, and I'm just gonna dispel my ghoulie boy.
Put your hat back on. I'm gonna hide back in his robes.
Yeah, so perhaps we shall take our leave. It was nice speaking with you, even though I never learned your name. And may your soul find peace in the afterlife. As I'm sure you'll very much enjoy the death. God, it's stuck. No! And, oh God, it's stuck. Okay. Sorry about that. So, I guess I put my hat back on, assume my identity, and turn to leave.
Hello.
Do you get the guard's attention again so you can
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay. So the guard comes in, goes, I mean, I'm sure you didn't get much, but and he starts unhooking the guy and manhandling him. He goes, just wait here and I'll lead you back to the front. I'll help you I'll lead you back upstairs so that they can lock up they can make sure you guys get out. Okay. Alright, so he takes that guy back, and a couple minutes later he comes back and he goes, alright, come with me. And he leads you out of that room and back down the hall and towards the stairs. And then he waves to the stairs and goes, I think you guys can manage from here. Just make sure you stop at the desk so that they can put the lock back on the door.
We'll do just that. Thank you so much.
Yep. Have a nice day. And he goes back to his post.
So,
So I know we started an hour late, but I'm gonna have to end it here because stuff. So next time we will be going to the restaurant, the Fable Hound. It sounds like. So.
About right.
Yep.
And I have to go make dinner.
Okay.
Or thaw out dinner.
Yeah, Nuts is giving me the look.
Alright, well, yeah, I had fun. I'm not
I got
a lot of-
close. I got close to betraying my order, but
I don't know if that counts as close, because he was enjoying it
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll commit mass murder next time.
Yes. I'm sure.
no, I think we did a lot of good RP today.
Yep. Yep. So you guys are learning more about stuff at least.
What were we supposed to take away from the prison? I'm curious, because we didn't get
Didn't
jack
think we
shit.
got anything out of it.
Well, considering I pulled all of that out of my ass.
You think you're a prisoner and
Nothing. We didn't need to come here.
Nope.
okay.
Guys, I'm basically pulling all of Magnamar out of my ass.
That linear?
Yes, it is that linear.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah. Yeah. No, so most of these adventure paths are very linear. They kind of give you information so that you can go off book, and that's what I'm using to go and do all of this that I'm pulling out of my ass. But so far, the only thing that has been straight from the book has been the townhouse, since you guys have come to Magnamar.
okay, so me wanting to kill the judge is very much off book.
Yes. Not necessarily. Okay, so there's some of the judge stuff has been that I've created some of it from the information about the judge, but you're allowed to want to kill the judge. That's fine. I don't care.
Well, Erendriel has been nothing but very understanding and kind, and
Yep.
this is the first time in a long time he's been crossed. And as you guys, I'm sure you're aware, he does not take backstabbing very well.
Yeah. So you're allowed to want to kill anybody in the book. I don't care. I'm just saying most of Magnamar I have been pulling out of my ass from what you guys have done, and that's fine. I'm taking what information the book has given me, and I'm trying to pull stuff out of my ass for you, so you guys can still have these roleplay incidences. But yes, it is very linear.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully
Yep.
we would find, this person paid me off to do, such and such murder, and we would have
That's what I
better
thought we
direction
were
to go.
doing.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I was hoping for, but I ended up just pleasuring one of the prisoners, so
Yep. Yep. Which I'm sure Mom really enjoyed, though I'm sure she's not in here anymore.
Yeah, I have to use the restroom.
Because Mom's not a fan of snakes. Right, Ma?
I am not.
I was kind of playing off of fear is why I was using the snake. 'Cause most people are afraid of snakes,
Yep.
so. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream.
Yep, that's going to be the end of my stream as well. Thanks for joining us today, guys.
Have a fantabulous evening.
Yep, thanks for watching.